whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you are blessed and doing safe. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, family. Of course, I'm tuning in. You see me without the glasses off today, but if you're looking for some opportunities, particular advertisement opportunities, then look no further at the link at the bottom to my email address. You can hit me up for advertisement opportunities. We are supporting and promoting your businesses here on this channel. You can also, if you would like to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, a link is at the bottom as well. So you have multiple ways in which you can advertise with the platform by emailing me when we go on through our live stream. You also have access to premium content, those that want to see premium content that you will not find here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, as I am suspended probably by now. You guys can check out the Patreon at link at the bottom. But advertisement opportunities, definitely email me, gavin.grich1@gmail.com for rates. And for the Patreon, it is the same as the YouTube channel. It is channel gboot2786. All right, I'll holla. Peace. All right, what's going on, fam? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash up the likes, smash up the likes. We are back in this thing. Another super hot edition of Random Topics Sundays here on channel gboot2786, on Gavin Richard, on X, and via Rumble. Wherever you are, I hope you are blessed and doing safe. Greetings, family. Come on, I want y'all to come on in. You can watch even on X. I know we got more than that, but they got 5 people so far that are watching online. I know we got more people than that's coming in. Come on, smash up the likes. We talking about it. We talking tonight. What y'all got going on for the day? It is another exciting edition. Sundays are, we ready to start the grind of Monday again, man. Time is flying so fast. That's why it's important to go ahead and do what you can, enjoy your life with others, but do for yourself too. You want to go and buy you a car, nice car, fancy car, that's $100,000. It may be a stretch, but if you can't afford it, look, life's short. Go ahead and do it. People die young. Go ahead and enjoy it before you pass away. Enjoy life. I'm doing great, Danielle. I'm doing fine. I don't know if I should come on the camera. I don't think I will because I'm not dressed to impress right now. I figured I'd just come on and talk to y'all through here. Hopefully you all can hear me. The music isn't causing a problem. I don't want Danielle complaining on the timeline. And she can't hear me because we got the rap music in the back. This is the music they should be using at the Olympics and the breakdance. This is the music they use. The options we got on StreamYard because they can't. Damn if they ain't got no choices. We're gonna talk about that in a minute because our topic, of course, is Olympic appropriation. You saw by the thumbnail that we had in the chat, in the thumbnail that we had for the show, but that's not the only thing. Of course, the Olympics are wrapping up, so that's mainly what I was going to talk about. I know there's a lot. Say the music is horrible in the breakdance montage, the music that they've been playing. The music they've been playing while they've been breakdancing, that's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Not the Olympic theme song. But no, I've heard like they do hip hop beats and stuff like that. They got struggle beats that they're using. They can't use like hip hop music. They can't play. I mean, look, they ain't gonna play who's a great beatboxer? They're not gonna play no old school stuff like that. They're not gonna play no LL Cool J. There's no Public Enemy, and if we're keeping it current, they ain't gonna play no Jay-Z. They don't have the rights to that. Good for you, Danielle. Danielle said she didn't watch the Olympics at all. I've watched some of it, of course. I wasn't a fan of what they did at the opening ceremony when they had mocked, and I'm just gonna say it, they did mock the Last Supper. I wasn't a fan of that, but They also had Planet Rock, Work That Body. What's the other one? Boogaloo Shrimp, Breaking. The soundtrack from Breaking. They couldn't use that. Sound off, 1, 2, sound off. Music make you lose control. Work that body, work that. No, you couldn't do that. Now, we're going to talk about that in a second, and the Olympics in general. A lot of historic stuff happened. Some stuff isn't good, some stuff bad. I talked about the opening ceremony before. I showed y'all the picture, that image where they had that one performer who had his McNuggets out by the kid. I wasn't a fan of that, but the Olympics used to be, for me as a kid growing up in the 90s and even early 2000s, I used to watch the Olympics. Of course, I saw the gymnast team, and I remember earliest Olympics I can fully remember I sat through probably was when I was 10, when they had the Dream Team with Dominique Dawes and Kerry Strug. I can't forget Bella Caroli was the gymnastics coach, he and his wife. And I remember her when she did the vault to win the gold for the U.S., Kerry Strug, and she actually came down and hurt her foot. You can do it. That's where Rob Schneider from The Waterboy gets that line. You can do it. That's where that came from. That's when the Olympics was hot. And track and field, I remember Carl Lewis, Michael Armstrong, who was one of the fastest men alive. But what they have done has been pushing, obviously, a lot of agendas at the Olympics. And something that did bother me, we're talking about, let me get to the gymnast aspect of it. How many of you saw what happened? If you have been following the Olympics, I don't know if you saw this, but it was Kerry Strug. But Jordan Chiles, who's a gymnast with the U.S. women's team, had her bronze medal stripped from her. And you're going to see in this video what happened. What they're stating is she won the bronze. This was later this past week. She did the individual. So she won bronze. Simone Biles won silver. This is in the individuals tournament. And the Brazilian gymnast, whose name escapes me, she won. And the Romanian who finished fourth. Now, the coaches for Jordan Chiles, for the Americans, they had challenged a ruling by the judges, where she originally had a 13.6, whereas the Romanian had, I want to say it was a 13.7. I have the score here. Let me just make sure I'm getting it right, telling y'all correctly, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But they had appealed it, and what the Romanians were saying is that, and they're going to tell you in this video, was that the appeal came too late. So I want y'all to see this. So yeah, they stripped her, something that I've never seen them do before, as long as I can remember. I don't remember this. Getting stripped of a medal, someone getting stripped of a medal because the judges made a mistake. But let's play the video. Fair use. This is from ABC News. Fair use. So I'm going to be saying fair use because this is for news purposes. This is for educational purposes. So it's fair use, ABC.
It was a big night for Team USA on the court, on the field, and of course on the track. And we are following some breaking news overnight regarding U.S. gymnast Jordan Chiles.
This happened just recently, by the way.
Covering the games for us in Paris. Hey, Inez.
Hey, Rachel. And it was back-to-back wins for Team USA on Saturday, from basketball to soccer to track and field. But this morning, a major disappointment for American gymnast Jordan Chiles, having to give back her medal. This morning, the International Olympic Committee announcing that American gymnast Jordan Chiles must return a bronze medal she won in the women's floor exercise. The committee upholding the decision to void a scoring appeal made by Chiles' coach to get her on the podium. Originally ending the floor exercise final in fifth, her coach appealed to the judges to credit a split leap that she performed in her routine. The Court of Arbitration for Sport ruling that the appeal submitted by Chiles' coach, which bumped her score up, was 4 seconds too late. And
so they're saying that the appeal was made 4 seconds too late. You have a minute to appeal it, and they said she ran. The judge, the coach, waited too late to do so.
The initial finishing order should be restored, putting Romanian gymnast Ana Barbosu back in third place. The IOC saying in a statement, it will be in touch with the NOC of Romania to discuss the reallocation ceremony honoring Barbosu. Before this morning's Olympic Committee decision, Chiles writing on Instagram she is removing herself from social media for her mental health. Teammate Simone Biles writing to her, keep your chin up, Olympic champ. This as the Paris Summer Games draw to a close. As Team USA makes a final push to snag the gold medal top spot, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry teaming up in a thrilling gold medal game against host country France, winning by 11 points.
They were struggling too, but Steph Curry was the one who brought the Olympic team, the men's Olympic team back. He made all the clutch shots.
Y'all signed up for this mission to continue USA basketball dominance. It's more like a sense of accomplishment.
The women's soccer team beating powerhouse Brazil with a single goal late in the match from Mallory Swanson, the first time they've won gold since 2012. On the track, Masai Russell with a photo finish in the women's 100-meter hurdles, winning gold by 1/100th of a second. And even more gold in both the men and women's 4x400-meter relay, both teams setting new Olympic records. B-boy Victor Montalvo clinching the bronze as breaking made its Olympic debut. Now, all eyes on LA 2028, set to include baseball, flag football, and cricket. We caught up with Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, who will participate in the closing ceremony, becoming the first ever Black woman to receive the official Olympic flag.
Can LA outdo Paris?
I know that the creative community will come together to celebrate our city, our country, and of course, first and foremost, our athletes.
And lots of speculation regarding that closing ceremony and the handover from Paris to LA. There's been a rumor going around that Tom Cruise could be part of this, that he might be involved in some sort of stunt. That is all unconfirmed for the moment. And for now, all eyes on the women's basketball team. They are facing off against France later this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Guys?
More to come, Inez. And Inez, look, you've been covering the Summer Games from the very beginning. What have been some of your favorite moments so far?
Yeah, I think just the general atmosphere here, the fact that these events were being held, at the foot of these iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower, seeing the whole city come alive, and seeing all the Team USA fans coming together as well. There were so many Team USA fans at all these events, from swimming to basketball to track and field, and it was very cool to see everybody united. I think it came at a moment where we really needed it.
Yes. And it's been so great watching your excitement over it all. Thank you, Inez. Appreciate you.
So, yeah, I'm not even following. She had it stripped, sadly, and she's removed herself from social media. Many people have complained about it, her teammates, from Simone Biles to Suni Lee, who's also a teammate, a few others that were upset. They have launched an appeal according to what I'm reading here on this website. The IOC is demanding that Jordan Chiles, let me put the music back on, return the medal. So you read here on X, Inside Gymnastics reported that the IOC, for short, the International Olympic Committee, made it official that Jordan Chiles must return the bronze medal from floor exercise, and it will be awarded to Ana Barbosa of Romania. This follows a ruling from the Court of Arbitration for Sport and a recertification of the results by the International Gymnastics Federation. Lloyd Smith for Inside, this was reported by Lloyd Smith for Inside Gymnastics Magazine and Instagram. Now, if I was her, this is how I feel. I would do like Muhammad Ali and chuck that in the river. When Muhammad Ali came home from the Olympics, the 1960 Rome Olympics, he had the gold medal. And when he went back to his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, he wanted to go sit at the counter and get some coffee, get something to eat, and was not allowed to because of the color of his skin. And he went to the river and he chucked the medal in the river. Because all I did for this country, my sacrifice, my time, my blood, my sweat in boxing, to go and be an Olympic hero for the United States, give you gold, and yet you can't even give me a cup of coffee. Why do I need to give you my medal? And Jordan Chiles, I would chuck that in the Seine River. Let them make their own damn medal. I worked for this. If you made the error, judges, that's your fault. If the coach made the error, that's the coach's fault. You didn't complain about it. You didn't correct it when it happened. And you're making someone who worked for it, who had nothing to do with this incident, with this error, strip her of her medal, her moment. Why can't you just give them 2 bronze medals? Make a bronze medal for the Romanian. We made an error. Have her come on do a ceremony where I could see that. I can see where they can have a ceremony for both of them and say, we made an error. We're going to make this right. We're not going to strip you of this medal because you earned it. And it's not your fault that we made the mistake. But we're going to have her do it. We're going to give her a medal. And y'all both could share the podium and have a ceremony like that where they're shaking hands, where they're congratulating each other. That would be the best outcome, in my opinion. But no, they will not do that. They would not do that. They would rather strip this young black sister who worked hard of her medal and humiliating her. Do y'all think that this is fair? She didn't deserve that. You know, and this girl worked hard. And obviously, a lot of the gymnasts, I remember when Simone Biles, back in 2021, she didn't want to participate because of some of the insults she was getting online and when she was stressed from mentally and people were attacking her. You know, but when you're celebrities, people are always going to make comments about stuff. I'm guilty of that as well. Not saying that I go out and attack a person personally. I don't do that. But yes, you had all blacks. That's absolutely correct, True Street. You had all, let's just say, melanated on the podium because the one sister is from Brazil. One lady is from Brazil. That's so here's the picture you're talking about. Rebecca Andrade. Rebecca Andrade is from Brazil. Now, what we talk about Black American and Black American experience and foundational Black Americans, terms like that, is basically what we are saying is, yes, diaspora happened all across, happened in the Western Hemisphere. Yes, you're a descendant of Africans. However, Black American experience is also a unique experience, that all of our experiences and how we treat each other or how others who may be melanated is not the same. No, I'm not trying to create an account with CNN. I don't know why it's doing this. Y'all just saw. So that's what they complained about. They didn't like that. So now her moment gets taken away. They said all black podium is here to stay. The Olympic Committee said, nah, we're giving it to this little Romanian woman. So you'll be mixed. No, all black may be here to stay, but not on my podium, not this way. So they didn't like that. And we're talking about now the cultural appropriation at the Olympics to the main thing I want to discuss. So I feel sorry for Jordan, but you know, that's always, the Olympics has always done some slick shit when it comes to black gymnasts. I remember when Dominique Dawes, she made one little mistake and they made sure she didn't go further in the competition. In the 96 Olympics, I loved watching Dominique Dawes. I was a big fan of. I was a big fan of hers. And I had a crush on her when I was a kid. Beautiful woman, by the way. Beautiful sister. But yeah, she was like the first black gymnast we all watched. At any rate, I remember when they did this to Roy. How many of y'all remember what happened with Roy Jones Jr. at the Olympics? Now, I can't play the video because I'll get a copyright strike. But remember, Roy Jones Jr. Was at the Olympics and he was fighting for the gold medal against Park Soo-hun. And Park Soo-hun, who actually seems to be like a nice guy, but he was remorseful and hated the fact that he was awarded the gold medal because Roy Jones Jr. actually scored more punches, actually got a standing 8 count against Park Soo-hun, and just outboxed him the whole fight. Now I can't play, and I won't play the whole video. I don't want a complaint.
Major problem concerning Roy Jones. Keeps that left low.
But
as a result,
Roy Jones was outmaneuvering this dude the whole fight. Y'all know how
some of his showboating tactics, but he has been very impressive.
Now, Park has the distinction of having the worst jab in this tournament. He just waves it at this.
Second round, and Jones fought Park with a counter. And another
Yeah,
counter.
with a counter.
To the right by Park that grazed Jones.
That's the standing 8 count, right?
Standing 8. Being handed out to Park Soo-hun.
Every time Park threw
Now, this is his whole career.
Final seconds of the bout.
Now, this is the final seconds. Now, y'all watch what happens.
It is all over. Roy Jones and Park Soo-hun will be back with the decision.
Well, if he doesn't win the gold off this, then I think there's something rotten in Korea because that is absolutely one of the most dominant things I've seen.
That's Marv Albert, and that's I think that's Dr. Freddie Pacheco, who's Ali's fight doctor that's commenting. That sounds like him. And he's already saying, he's actually tipping his hand. He says if he doesn't win the medal, there's something stinks here. So he already knows what's going to happen if he didn't win. He already is hinting at it.
On point, 3-2 in the blue corner.
Well, there it is. Park Soo-hun has stolen the belt.
Now he goes
at the moment
to
the bout
boy.
ended, was there any doubt in your mind that you had won the fight?
No, that's no doubt. I knew I had one fight. Well, all 3 rounds cleared, but
Now, what about when you heard that the decision was 3-2?
what could I do?
I mean, did that worry you right away before they announced who the winner was?
That's all the Koreans. Some of them, I knew what they did. But like I said, there's nothing I can do about that, I think I'll go home, go to school, I don't know if I'll box or whatever.
Now, you've been one of the more unpopular American fighters here. They've been booing every one of your performances. Did you think that you might lose a decision if it went the distance, even if you won the fight?
I went the distance 4 or 5 times.
Happy fought Korea.
It don't make a difference. As long as I won, I did my best I could. Like I said, I came here.
Do you think your showboating worked against you?
I don't care. I mean, what's the showboat? That's me. They can't stop me. I don't mind. To me, I'm gonna go man. To the United
Roy,
States, I'm going.
fair use. Yeah, Roy was like, they can't stop me. By the way, the judge who got in trouble for that, they found out in the 90s, at the 1996 Olympics, that those judges were being bribed, which was no surprise. They banned them for life, by the way. 2 of the judges who voted that way were banned for life from the sport. They couldn't judge again. You know what? I called them the Dream Team. They were called the Magnificent Seven. That was their name. The Olympians, the female gymnasts back then. And so, I'm sorry, man. Why does my computer do this crap? If I can come on. Yeah, I remember that. Roy Jones was beating that dude. They were complaining about it. I even heard teammate, Michaela Maroney was upset, did something or said something about her, and they wanted her to change it. Hold on. Yeah. Michaela Skinner tells Simone Biles to ask her followers to refrain from making disgusting remarks. Yeah. So this happened. Yeah, this is her former teammate. I think they were teammates at one time when she a few years back. Michaela Skinner. Yeah, Gabby Douglas doesn't she retired. I think Simone gonna hang it up too.
Have really gotten out of hand lately, and it's one thing to disagree with me regarding something I have said or a point I was trying to make, but it's something else entirely when that turns into cyberbullying or
That's Michaela Skinner,
even worse,
not Michaela Maroney. I'm sorry.
watching people cheer on the bullying, which has led to threats of physical harm to me, my husband, and our daughter, is disgusting. So please, at this point, I am just asking for it to just stop for the sake of my family, because enough is enough. So why I'm here is because about 4 weeks ago, I made a comment about work ethic and what seems to be taking place with the rising generation. To be totally clear, I take 100% responsibility for poorly articulating the point I was trying to make, and the last thing I wanted was to cause harm or offend our US Olympic team. I know these women are incredible, the very best of the best, and almost all of them are my former teammates who I have enjoyed very much cheering on the last few years. I posted a video apology on Instagram, and I followed up with a written apology, and I sent individual messages to each of the women on the team. Only Simone had responded, and she told me that she was proud of me. You guys can imagine my surprise last week when I was celebrating our team winning gold, just to see this brought up all over again by a caption on an Instagram post. If Simone truly believes that I called our team lazy and lacking talent, and if that's really how she feels, I am really heartbroken over it, but not just heartbroken because it isn't how I feel or even what I previously said, but heartbroken because Simone's latest post and others that followed it fueled another wave of hateful comments, DMs, articles, and emails. Hate that includes death threats to me, my family, and even my agent. So my family and my friends don't deserve to be caught in a crossfire here. They've done nothing. So to Simone, I am asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this. Please ask your followers to stop. You have been an incredible champion for mental health awareness, and a lot of people need your help now. We've been hurt and
I need the
attacked in
violin.
ways that I am certain you
I need the violin playing right
never
now. Cue the
intended. Your performance, the team's performance, and the Olympics in general should be a time that we support one another and lift each other and our country up. I love our country and I love our team, and I hope that we can move on and move forward. And
So I had to stop there. So she makes a comment about the gymnasts, about their work ethic, and even reportedly, well, not purportedly, she did say that Suni Lee didn't have a gymnast body and mispronounced Hesley Riviera's name. And these comments resulted in many, I'm reading from Wikipedia, in many members of the gymnastics community speaking out against her. So she made her own bed. Now she doesn't want to lay in it. But I'm not crying over her. You retired, stay retired. Don't comment on something you don't have any business talking about and talking about others, their worth ethic. Miss Biles has worked her butt off. to be the GOAT. To do what she's doing it at an exceptional job. She's doing it at an exceptional job. She's doing it at an exceptional rate. And they're mad at her for it. But let's talk the main ingredient, ladies and gentlemen, from the thumbnail, with the moment you've all been waiting for. We have breakdancing at the Olympics. And most importantly, representing Australia, we have 36-year-old Rachel Gunn. Now let's check out Rachel's moves. That's impressive. I think she's doing the epileptic right there. That move will definitely get the judges going. Fair use, by the way. I don't want to get a copyright strike for playing those 4 seconds somebody shared, but fair use, fair use. So that's actually happened, by the way. And they have breakdancing now as an Olympic event. Now, me personally, and I was talking with somebody over it, I don't consider breakdancing to be a sport in a traditional sense. When you're talking about Olympics, I look at Carl Lewis track and field. I look at Simone Biles, Dominique Dawes gymnastics. I look at Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, even I'll throw in Oscar De La Hoya when he was at the Olympics. That's what I think of Olympics athletes, the boxers, that not dancing, but hey, you can exert yourself in energy. I'm not saying that it's not, exactly like a fish. And she's gotten a lot of criticism online for it. Like, that's what they could put up. There were no Black Americans, and the Olympics have gotten a lot of criticism for this. There were no Black Americans that represented the United States, at least. I'm just talking about Black Americans, at least, and for the United States in breakdancing. Not for the males and not for the females. The female division, they had an Asian woman. I mean, she's doing the kangaroo. I think we have the patty cake there. Yeah. Like they pulled, so somebody wrote, I know no one's taking Olympics breakdancing seriously, but the Aussies just pulled a drunk chick off a bar stool to compete. Yes, they got people in their late 30s doing this too. So it's their dream to get a medal. But this is one of the consequences. We don't own, something that we rarely see anymore, like breakdancing, is something that was popular in the 80s. I want to say in the 80s, and we don't see too much of that now. Of course, they've had movies like You Got Served and Save the Last Dance and so forth, but no Black Americans. And NBC was even doing the hip. Now, Tariq Nasheed has his hip hop documentary. They've even posted the shit. They're going along with the narrative about Latinos created hip hop and so forth. They cite Kool Herc as being the one. I'm just going to let I could get in trouble, obviously, for a copyright strike, but this is a clip Professor Black Truth had on his channel, and they're pushing this narrative. So I'm going to just put, she was voguing on the floor. I think she was checking for roaches. She's dancing like she had arthritis.
Breaking was created back in the 19th.
She made Master P look like Fred Astaire. I remember Master P on. That's the thing. Can Master P compete now? in breakdancing, like he did on Dancing with the Stars. Oh my God! So this is what, yeah. So this was on NBC Fair Use, man. But this is the clip I'm talking about, and
70s by young Black and Latinx partiers in the Bronx. And while you might know the sport as breakdancing, that's not what the athletes, known as B-girls and B-boys, actually call it.
Breaking actually comes from the way people used to dance. DJs used to play the break of a song and they would repeat it
they got cool
on two different vinyls. By extending the break, people were able to dance for a longer period of time. Breaking being included in the Olympics is so amazing because I think it opens up a lot of opportunity to a community that hasn't historically had a lot. My story doesn't look like everyone's in that. Like, I didn't start something young and then go straight to the Olympics. I had this like really weird roundabout path to getting there.
But like a lot of athletes, Sunny's Olympic ambitions did start at a young age.
I started gymnastics because I wanted to be in the Olympics. I watched the 92 games and I told my mom I wanted to win gold as a gymnast.
So this is
Sunny did gymnastics.
So this is the person representing the United States. Name is Sunny. She seems like a sweet lady, sweet girl. But you mean to tell me, not being mean, they didn't have any black folk, any sisters that couldn't do that breaking?
Gymnastics for 15 years, but gave it up after getting injured in high school.
I kind of just got like, the Olympics, done, childhood dream, fine, like never gonna happen. I actually started breaking in college.
Sunny says after a night out, she came across people breaking on campus and they invited her to a class.
When you're not like totally sober, you think everything's a good idea. I was kind of hooked.
That's our representative of hip hop. The representative of breaking is a 30-something-year-old Vietnamese lady. Now, I'm not knocking her personally. You can follow your dream, you can chase your dream, but the Olympics couldn't do better. The IOC, who's the coach? Who's coaching breaking? Who's coaching breaking? I don't want to play the videos. You see them online. Y'all can look. They have the videos of the athletes doing the breaking and so forth. They did have someone from France. I think the United States won both of them, if I'm not mistaken. But online, yeah, they've been roasting this stuff up. Online, they've been roasting this stuff up. Now, they got the Olympics next year in Los Angeles. So, if they don't have any blacks in that, we know it's going to be a problem. Somebody said breaking made history in Paris. Someone wrote this article. He said we'll probably never see it again at the Olympics. Of course, he would say that. Yeah. The first Olympic bronze medalist in the history, Victor Montalvo. Now, the United States, the women won the gold. So wait a minute. The gold medalist is in the middle, so that's guys from Canada. Phil Wiz, and that's Victor Mendoza, who's think this is the United States. So the guy from Paris, the Black Parisian, got silver, and the Canadian got gold. The American got bronze. Man, if this ain't some shit. So we're likely not going to see it again according to this, because they say in 2028, Los Angeles, the organizers had the ability to propose new sports that they wanted to include in the games. They opted for cricket, flag football, lacrosse, and squash over breaking, despite the dance's deep history in the United States, starting in the Bronx. This is the representative of hip hop, the Olympic B-boys. Huh. So, Jesus. All right. And so I will say this. This was obviously an affront. I never even knew that breaking was going to be part of the Olympics. I thought the drag queens in the beginning doing the Last Supper was something. You now had Olympic breakdancing in Paris that likely may not come back. But I hope if it does come back, just think, if they don't even have Boogaloo Shrimp, isn't he deceased? But no Americans doing this, no Black Americans doing breaking, we would have gotten all the medals. We definitely would have gotten all gold. The female got the gold, yeah, she's good. But a Black man, Boogaloo Shrimp, I mean, Fred Rerun Berry would be shaking his head right now. Man. So, but that's the cultural appropriation. That's what I was talking about. And you see that at the Olympics, they're having the closing ceremonies, which I'm not miffed. I'm not too intrigued on watching, but make sure, I'll just say this part, guys. First off, make sure you are smashing up the likes. If you're watching via Rumble, my family that's on Rumble right now, make sure you hit that share button under that like button under random topics, and subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you are all doing that. If you're watching here and you're not already subscribed to the Rumble, make sure you do so. Make sure you subscribe here. So I'm sorry, y'all. It was a dancing disgrace. Yeah, Michael Jackson, be not proud. So I'm not really. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I haven't really done too much commentating on the Olympics here, but I definitely wanted to talk with y'all because that caught my attention. I thought it was worthy to talk about. But if you didn't watch the Olympics, I know Danielle said she had, and that's fine. But what is it? We like sports, we like the competition, we like seeing, especially our different countries compete because the best of the best. It's bragging rights. But we see how our Black Americans, especially like our sister Jordan Chiles, gets treated. We also see how our culture gets appropriated and how we get treated by having situations like this where a black man, where a breakdancing, which is all form created by Black Americans, gets appropriated and they're not even competing. So it just goes to show you what happens when we give up on our art and things, and how we are the culture, though, that everyone strives for. Everyone likes to see, likes Black American culture, but they just don't like Black Americans. It's saying something. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to make sure you all smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Yeah, the women basketball team won the gold medal at the last second, and the men. So we got gold in that. But yeah, going on, Talene. We're gonna wrap this up, y'all. I got some other stuff I'm gonna be doing, but since it was an entire mess, yeah. All right, well, fam, I'm gonna wrap this up. Make sure you are smashing up the likes. Go to the Rumble right now and look and type in random topics. This is actually the page here. I'm putting it in the chat. I want my family to go to Rumble. Go to this link right now. Copy and paste it in your browser and make sure you are smashing up the likes. You're coming on to the channel. You said you've been watching Rock on Pluto. Rock was a classic. Rock, though, didn't last long. The problem with Rock was that he was going live with his episode. So when you go live, and the problem with that is that cast members can be prone to make a mistake. Now, I remember watching Rock. Rock was a great show, and there were serious issues that he dealt with regards to racial issues, social issues. Charles Dutton is a hell of an actor. Shout out to him. I wish I saw more of him. I know he was a director at one point, and I haven't seen him lately, but yeah, Charles Dutton's great. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you, Danielle. Make sure you all donate to the Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. If you love me for my time, pay me for my time. Contribute, please. It's the only way we keep growing. I will see you all in the next one, guys. I'm going to get on out of here. Y'all be safe, but y'all enjoy the rest of the week. I know tomorrow's Monday, but it's going to go fast, all right? Be one, be blessed, and be safe, please. And make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the Rumble. Subscribe. It's in the comment section. I put it there. Make sure you go to the Rumble, hit the copy and paste, subscribe there, because our goal is to move away from YouTube. And shout out to Jordan Chiles. Keep your head up, champ. Remember, they jealous of you. And that was a statement from USA Gymnastics where they stated they condemned, they were devastated by the Court of Arbitration for Sport regarding the ruling. Basically, they're supporting Jordan, but hey. All right. Be one and be safe and be blessed. Thank you, Kathy B. Shout out to Tylene, True Street. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Peace out.